Hello, this is Postdoc Chronicles week number 104. So let's do this very quick because I'm cooking right now some chicken with potato. Typically, it's called pinatatasan. I'm calling mine pinatatakun. Okay, but anyway, this is again a late Postdoc Chronicles. I was supposed to record this last night, after the University Florida meeting with, when we were reading quantum field theory, but I was really very sleepy afterwards because, like I said in the previous Chronicles, it happens at 12 midnight here and usually it ends around 2 a.m. So I'm already like very sleepy. But yeah, anyway, before we get into it, let me introduce Star Wars Pinball on the Nintendo Switch. So the awesome thing about this game is that it's on sale right now on the Nintendo eShop, and it typically goes for $30, but right now it's I believe $18 or $17. It's 40%. So I got it. The reason is because pinball is like one of my most played games on the Nintendo Switch. So either you love pinball or you don't. It's like you try, you just press some random buttons and then you don't get it. Or if you really get it, like especially if you reach the wizard mode, man, it's so addicting. So it's like my pinball playtime is like one of my top three most played games on the Nintendo Switch. It's probably like around 200 hours right now. So that's how addicted I am on pinball. So the thing is, on other consoles, in Pinball FX3, the Star Wars bundle, it's actually included within the pinball game itself. Unfortunately, on the Nintendo Switch, it's like an entirely separate game, probably due to the licensing with Disney and all this stuff. They're the ones that are handling pinball. But again, one of the most beautiful things why you need to play pinball on your Nintendo Switch is that. So I am removing my Joy Cons right now. If you press select on the left Joy Con, okay, you see that it goes into a vertical mode, okay, a portrait mode. And now what you can do is you can use a flip grip, which again I've featured in my, not in a Postdoc Chronicles, but like in a video on its own where I unboxed it. Basically, you slot it in there like that. Okay, the flip grip. And now you can put your Joy Cons on the side, okay, and play pinball the way it's meant to be played. So let me reduce the volume right here. Play pinball the way it's meant to be played, which is in portrait, and like it's like again pinball by design, they're like elongated like that, and so when you do it like this, you have a bigger screen estate. And so yeah, it's very cool because again, otherwise if you don't have the flip grip, then you won't be able to play the pinball. You can play it of course, but it will be like it will be on the it will be horizontal, okay, landscape. And yeah, it's like the screen estate would be reduced. But once you have the flip grip, then you can play it like this, okay, which is very cool. Yeah, so one of my favorite games. And again, Star Wars Pinball came out, and I'll be playing this definitely. Again, it's on sale if you're interested. And so if I think if this goes well, then maybe they can also bring forth the Marvels collection. I really love those tables. I have them on my PS Vita. The Marvel pinballs, and I hopefully they also bring it over to the Nintendo Switch. But basically, yeah, right now this is on sale, so I got it. But anyway, going to the Postdoc Chronicles. Before we go to the Postdoc Chronicles, so last week I was also a bit I read two MS theses because I was asked to be an examiner. One was Joshua Kasapao's thesis on entanglement witnesses, and the other one is J. Cal Magadan's MS thesis on PT symmetric time of arrival operator in parity time symmetric quantum mechanics. So I was able to do that. I was able to read them. But then also last week was the conclusion of the ICHEP 2020, the 40th International Conference on High Energy Physics. It was supposed to be in Prague, but of course, because of the lockdown, it was done online. Very similar. I had like another conference in supposed to be in April. LHC at Alps supposed to be in Vienna, but again, it was canceled because of that was like the initial like hit of the pandemic. So yeah. So the thing is, so with the online, so you don't get like a human interaction, but one of the advantages is that you get, a huge number of participants, because like ICHEP, like in our like conference photo, there are like over 5,000 of us there, so yeah, it's really huge. So it allows other people to participate. Jong even mentioned that, like, after the pandemic, people would realize that you can do these things in conferences, like even though people can't be there physically, they can still listen to the conference. So I believe moving forward, even though there will be conferences, like hopefully in the future, that you have to go physically, I believe they would already incorporate an online component as well, so that other people from other country who couldn't be there will also be able to listen to these conferences. So that's it. In the qualification task, I'm still stuck from last week. Like I said, one of the parton shower, the new modes, which is Dyer, it doesn't work. Vincia does on the grid, so I still don't know why that's happening. Maybe within this week I'm gonna ask for help from Giancarlo. But yeah, I'm still tweaking a bit some of the stuff. But also in the MUED, so I've been running already some scanning some parameters, and like I said, we divided it between Roberto. Another problem cropped up, so again, the parameters that I'm looking at in the combination of lambda r and inverse r, it's consistent with the results that were already published by Zhong in the regions where they already considered it. So I did that. So the thing is, in our work, we do that region with the additional searches that are new, and then we extend it to the regions that were not considered by Zhong's paper. So at least in the regions that I've already considered so far, the exclusions are consistent. So things that were excluded by Zhong's result are also being excluded by my run. But the new problem that arise is that, or arose, I'm not sure the past tense of arise, is that certain parameters. So like I said, I have a problem with hard disk because I need to run it on my laptop. The big computer is on my office, and I don't want to go there because of the increasing COVID infections. But so the thing is, when I was running some combinations of parameters, I thought the sub-processes that I have would produce, or my laptop can afford them. However, there are actually like certain combinations of parameters where it still produce an insane huge amount of what do you call this, FMC files, event files, and yeah, so I'm still running out. So like my most recent run, it got interrupted because I ran out of disk space. So I'm gonna look at that, and maybe I'm gonna divide, because usually I'm looking at extreme sets of parameters right now. Maybe I'm gonna go to the other extreme and check if they use insane amount of memory as well. But yeah, so that's the current problem right now. But anyway, yeah, this has been Postdoc Chronicles week number 104. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna continue cooking. I think the pan is heat up now, but with my pinatatakun. But this has been. Oh, by the way, also Justin, an MS student who's working with me with some phenomenology problems. So we're trying to catch the SPP deadline August 15. So I'm not sure if we can reach it, but if we can, yeah, it's good. But it's not really required. Yeah, but it would be nice, if he can finalize it. So he's looking at some background and stealth sushi stuff, and then trying to see if BDT can look for cuts that we did not consider in our stealth sushi paper. But yeah, so he's doing it right now. So he's made some progress so far, but yeah, that will be his MS thesis eventually, full BDT analysis of the stealth sushi. But anyway, again, this is Postdoc Chronicles week number 103. I'll see you next time in 104, and bye bye.